brand built in England. Aston Martin. The luxurious sports car of the automotive universe. You open the door of this sports car, the scent of 12 massaged and well taken care of cows greets you as you sit in the sculpted leather seats. You insert the glass key into its proper place. You hear the car come to life. The thunderous wail of 500 stallions unleashed all at one time under its massive 12-cylinder engine beneath its long hood. Once you push the drive button and let the beast loose, there are no words to describe what comes next. This superb engine can purr like a satisfied cat at 80 miles an hour. The steering wheel eagerly feeds you every detail of the road. You then insert your favorite CD. You feel like you are sitting in the concert hall. It's live. There's nothing like it. How do I know all this? I have a friend who owns an Aston Martin. Many times he offered the car to me. I always declined. An Aston Martin costs more than my own home. I was always afraid that if I would use the Aston Martin and get into an accident, I would never be able to afford the damages. One day, my sister calls me up. She says, "My son is not doing well in school. He's not applying himself. He's not motivated. I want to make a deal with him. If he takes his studies seriously, he could come to you for a few weeks during the summer. Would that be okay?" I said, "Sure." My sister calls me up in June and says her son is doing great. He really applied himself. He was motivated. Really excited to come to you for the summer. Can we book the tickets? I said, "Sure." The day of his arrival came. I knew that my nephew Benny was a great sports car connoisseur. He had all types of sports car pictures hung up in his bedroom. I knew I could make his summer. I called up my friend. I said, "I know ordinarily I would not borrow your Aston Martin, but I need to make an exception. My nephew's coming to town. I know he would love it. Could we borrow it?" My friend said, "Sure." I pull up to the airport with the Aston Martin. I pulled up to the terminal, waiting for my nephew Benny to come out. I see him exiting the door with his luggage. He's looking all around. He doesn't see me. he doesn't recognize that I'm in an Aston Martin. I pull down the window. I wave my hand. Uncle David, is that you? An Aston Martin? What are you doing in an Aston Martin? I said, come in, get in here. He comes into the car. I say, Benny, you want to take it for a ride? Sure. I knew there were deserted roads behind the airport. It would be a perfect opportunity to test drive this Aston Martin. We get onto the road. We put the stallions in this V12 to work. The engine begins to scream and to sing. I lower the convertible cover. We feel the wind rushing beside us. We're pressed back in our seats by magical acceleration. I release the gas pedal. Now the car is humming at 65 miles an hour. With a slight roar, the speed spools up effortlessly. This car is inspiring confidence, taking you wherever you want to go along the roads. I speed up the car. I bring the car up to 100 miles per hour. I slam on the brakes, bringing the car to a sudden halt. Push back on the accelerator. Back at 75 miles an hour. All of this is happening in just 60 seconds. I could see my nephew's face. He cannot believe it. This experience is something he never had in his life. It was always a dream. He was enjoying the sumptuous interior, which was expertly crafted, making you feel like you're in a cockpit of an airplane. It was a sublime experience. The next day, I returned the Aston Martin. I want to share with you what I learned from this experience. As we were driving on the roads behind the airport, my nephew turns to me. He says, Uncle David, taking the car to 100 miles an hour, slamming on the brakes, aren't you hurting it? You're killing the car that way. My nephew told me. I responded back to him. No. I'm sorry. Do you know that this car was designed to be driven this way? If you don't drive it, it's going to deteriorate. It's meant to accelerate and come to sudden stops. This is not a golf cart. Golf carts are something you drive at 15 miles per hour gingerly and cautiously. This is a sports car, a luxurious sports car. All of us are designed as supercars of the world. Hashem endowed us with a neshama. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the King of all kings. He gave us the greatest gift. We have engines that are far superior to Aston Martins. With our neshama, we could go anywhere in life. We could accomplish anything. We could go wherever we want to go. It's up to us to flex the soul, to flex the neshama. If we don't use our koiches, our strengths, our abilities, our talents, then we'll deteriorate. Flex the neshama, the soul that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us.